Ah là, je crois que... C'est bon, j'entends. Je t'envoie le lien.
Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Great.
Yes, we can hear you as well.
Okay. As we get started, is there any questions that anybody has after using some of the things we implemented in the last training with Spredfast? Are there any questions?
Sorry, Jared, it's Edith. I just have one very basic question. I think I can't log in anymore. I could not find any relevant info in my archive. I know I had an account, but I'm not sure if it's still usable or if I just go there and somehow reset the password or how it should work.
Okay. Let me just put down what's your name again?
Edith Horvath.
Okay. I will talk to Matt about that and see what we
So I
can
know
do.
I had an account for, I don't know, several years ago, and I have never used it, so I can't really recall how to log in.
Okay. Great. Well, I will talk with him and see what we can do about getting that.
And
Yeah.
Lucy, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I have the same question because apparently we all receive in our junk email our login and password for the account, but I always delete junk emails, so I think I miss my login credentials. Is there any way to have it resent to all of us, or maybe have a file with all of it, or I don't know?
Yeah, it's the same for me. I was checking the junk and I also didn't find maybe. So if you could also send it to me, my credential, that would be really nice.
Okay. If you still don't have an account, if you can, or if you still don't have access to your account, if you can send me an email, I will forward those on to Matt, and he will be able to help you guys out. Do you all have my email address? Do I need to give you my email address?
I think I have it.
Should be fine. We have your name.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, yeah. So if you can just send me an email if you still do not have access, and we can get you access as soon as possible today. So, is there any other questions other than having issues getting in?
Valeria Lukayeva, Russia. So we have a question, can we add other networks? For example, in Russia, we have other networks like Vkontakte and OK. We asked these questions a few months ago when we have first training, first masterclass, but we don't know the answer yet.
Okay, so as far as adding anybody, it has to be done through us because it's like certain capabilities that Spredfast has, they only give to like a few from the team. So if you need help with that, then let us know and we can help you add.
Because we scheduled one plan for all our social media groups. That's why it's important for us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. If you can send me an email with that, that would be great. We can get that figured out for you.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Any other questions? If not, we can just get started with the inbox and CRM. training that we have scheduled. I can share my screen so you can see. Did that help last time? I'm guessing it did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So okay, can everyone see this?
Yes.
Okay. Just one second. Okay. So up here, this is what we're going to work on today, is with the inbox. So this is where we can see a number of things. We can see our page activity, which are comments that are on our posts. Right here, we can see all of our private messages that come into our Facebook account. Right here, you can add in your Twitter. So these are all our mentions that come in on our Twitter page. This is the comments that come on our Instagram. And it's just it's the place where we can monitor all of the activity that happens on our pages. You create this by clicking over here on this tab, and it brings up streams. So this is where you add them in. So down here, it has all of the possibilities of all of our different accounts. And then if we click on any one of these and we push the add button, it's going to open up a stream, right, which are these. Each one of these is an individual stream. So by looking over here in this column, you decide what it is that you want to be able to have a view of. And you can add as many as you want. We could add more if we wanted. So yeah, that is where you add your streams, is over in this column. So for example, we run the Dr. Dana Beauty page. So let's say that we click on this one. It's going to add over here the Dr. Dana Beauty page. So we don't have any items in the last week. And you can load more, and you can go as far back as you want. But if you want to take off any streams, up here it's going to show which ones you have active, and you can just click the minus button and you can get rid of it. So then in this column as well, we have social care workflow. Okay, so what happens over here, let's say that we're going through this, and there are what we really like about this page is all of the capabilities right here. So for example, it has Facebook actions, and here is where you can hide things, you can delete them from Facebook, you can ban the user from your page, you can also unban a user from your page. You can view it on Facebook to see what the comment looks like there. So this is where we can this is where we hide a lot of our comments. So we'll hide, if it's really negative, we usually go ahead and hide it, just so that it's not the first thing that people see when they're looking at the post. But for the most part, if we don't usually hide comments, we usually just let the comments be. But if there is something that's like overly negative or calling out somebody, then we usually hide it, just so that it's not what people see when they go onto our page. Over here, you can do the same thing with your private messages. What we'll do is we'll open up the message, which means that we've read it. And then over here in the social care workflow, as you add in your tabs, the social care workflow will show up. and it shows what the queue is, your opened items, and then it's a place where you can organize everything that you've been working on as far as the messages go. So we open it, so it shows up in this column. As soon as we respond to it, it shows up in this column. And then you can also, you can dismiss the message, which will basically take it out and will no longer show up in your private messages. If it's something that you aren't even interested in responding to, you can dismiss it so it doesn't show up anymore. So, yes, I'm trying to think if there's any other specific things I need to tell you about these. You can also open it by clicking the check mark. And then if you need a private message, then so to respond, you click this private message. You send a private message back to them. You can also do that by, when you open it up, you go to your social care workflow, and you can send them, you can reply to the message right here. And so that's what we use. This is how we use our inbox. And you can do this. What's nice, you can also open up any of these if you want to do Nu Skin, or you want to do Twitter, Instagram. You can also, you can delete comments from here by going to Instagram Actions, delete it on Instagram. If you want to respond back to them, you can click this response box, the public comment, and it will respond back to them. You can also, a nice capability as well with this is you can label them if you want to. We have labels that we haven't used labels as much, but like what we were talking about last time with the different reputation drivers, for example, if it fits with any of those, you can put them into, you can separate them that way. You can separate them by negative, neutral, positive comments. You can separate them if they're about pricing, purchasing, questions, upline, market availability. So you can add in whatever labels you feel are necessary if you want to organize your inbox that way and kind of figure out what messages you're receiving more than other messages. And they make for great reports if you want to kind of categorize the way that your inbox comes in the different comments and messages that you're receiving. So that's a great capability. We haven't, like I said, we haven't used labels as much, but it's definitely something that you can do if you're interested in kind of gauging where your inbox is at. So that pretty much covers the inbox and what we use our inbox for. If there are any questions you guys have, you can feel free to ask now if you have any immediate questions. Okay. So, yeah, this is what the inbox is like. So, like I said before, you can have as many streams as you want and as you feel are necessary. And it depends on all the pages that you have as well. But you can organize them however you want. You can switch up the order. If you want to order them in a particular way, you can just delete them, and then as you add in each one, it sets an order. But if you want to order them in a different way, you can always take one out and then add it in where you want it to fit so that it's organized the way you want it to be organized. And if you no longer think that the stream is necessary, you can also delete the stream, and then it won't show up anywhere. So just be careful not to delete it unless you're prepared not to see it anymore. But yeah, that pretty much covers the inbox. So there aren't any questions?
No question.
It's clear.
Okay. Great. So are there any other questions about Spredfast that you guys have? Yeah, and if you do have any questions that come up, feel free to email me. We will do all that we can to help you guys out so you feel like you're confident with it.
Sorry, can I have your email address because I cannot find it? My name is Nicolette.
Yeah. My email address is jawood, WOOD, @newskin.com.
Oh, okay, it's just like that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So, yeah, we are planning on doing a social bakers training tomorrow. Is it? I heard that it was tomorrow, but I didn't see it on the calendar. Laura had talked about that. Were you guys aware of that one?
Yeah, it's tomorrow 3 p.m. with Central European time.
Okay, great. Actually, yeah, I do see it. So we'll plan on doing the social bakers training tomorrow. And if you feel free to kind of experiment. If you do have access to Spredfast, feel free to experiment with the inbox. And then if you have any questions about that, we can answer them tomorrow as well. Does that work?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Jamin. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.